would come the point where he would actually place the call to Cornelia. And
Hooky woo.
yeah, probably be after.
He's calling Cornelia.
And just
Wow.
avoiding anything else coming. And I mean, he's Arlis. There aren't really pleasantries. So I don't know how much you've heard about everything that just went down.
Hi, I heard you lost an arm.
Yeah, I'm working through that. It's actually kind of on that topic that I'm calling.
I don't have a spare.
No.
I'm using
I didn't expect you to. Our mutual friends. There is someone on the other side that really shouldn't have been there. Older fellow, probably late 50s at the absolute youngest, probably somewhere late 60s, I guess. Elder Mage of the Red with a mantle blade, who could use terrestrial magistry and could accelerate himself through ways that are known to us. He claimed to be known to our mutual friends and to in fact be a friend of them himself. The battle would have been very rough, but the odds of it being at least somewhat successful were much higher without him. On top of that, there's a way people, if you had 100 Balaam rounds, and you knew that 25 people are going to attack you today and 25 will come tomorrow, are you going to fire all of yours today, or are you going to carefully aim? They weren't carefully aiming. They were, in theory, they only have the stockpile, but they had used them before, and they were firing as though they have a supply chain. And the only thing I can think of is somehow a clearly Romish mage got past all the blockades and got in there and was fighting on their behalf. So I don't know who he is, but there can only be so many Elder Mages of the Red.
There can only be one.
So given the fact that you have connections that I currently can't really make use of, and that you also can talk to our mutual friends, I was hoping we could figure out, one, who the hell this guy is, two, if the League is in his corner, because at least our immediate circle was pretty aware of what I was planning, and I would like them to not be enemies. Perhaps it's just less monolithic than we thought, but I would like to, if this is something that goes much deeper than just one guy with deep pockets, I feel like we should know.
Yeah.
And if we can prevent him from doing anything more, I would like to know. So is that something I can throw your way?
I'll dig up what I can.
Thank you.
See what I can do. How are you? How's the arm?
I mean, all things considered, I have a new one. It doesn't really work very well.
What?
Um,
How'd you swing that?
He swings it pretty well.
One-handed.
At
That's how he swung it.
at the low cost of my soul, I was able to convince the government the government to give me lots of access to a cold forge, and they supplied me with one with a new appendage.
Who did this for you?
the official terms of agreement were if I joined the Pallant Knights in order to recoup the loss of the Pallant Knight.
You did what?
Yeah.
Just to get it
After-
on.
After
Just to get it on.
everything,
Yes.
you're working for him?
As far as if it helps, I'm planning to betray him at some point.
And I hope these calls are secure.
I don't. I care for the man. I care for the man no more than I did before. But
But that's
this
my point.
this gives me access to the ability to recoup my losses. It gives me access to conversations and intelligence that I wouldn't have had before. It gives me access to their councils, and it means that they have to talk to me, and it means that this is really the only way I get, after what happened, it's really the only way I get any closer to where I need to be. And
No.
yes, it is absolutely. Is it a sacrifice of most everything I hold dear? Absolutely.
There's always another choice. What was the other choice?
The other choice was to probably never be capable of using magistry, at least not at the level I need to probably be sent home and to not be able to influence the front of the war at all.
So the thought of being a normal person was just so intolerable.
I would actually much rather be normal.
Your choices say otherwise.
When I was 7 years old, a family friend visited our house. His name was Sylvanus, and he mostly by chance discovered that I had the talent, and that I would be a natural fit if anyone else had come a-knocking to be a Pallant Knight one day. And my family and I did everything in our power to avoid that, to the point of signing me up for the mage program instead. I have spent half my life at this point trying desperately not to be a Pallant Knight, but life has been teaching me again and again that the people that are making the calls that are endangering everyone I care about and dragging what little good there is in this realm into mud and darkness and fire and death, those people are the ones that are, those people are primarily Pallant Knights right now. And I am not so foolish as to assume that one voice in the room will change any of that, but if I can get close enough to them, maybe I can make a difference. Maybe I can end this stupid war before it goes any further. Maybe I can save the people I care about. And if that means bathing in blood and never being the same person again and giving up everything I care about, I am happy to do that. I'm not pleased about this either. This is everything I wanted to avoid my whole life. But there are other things that I am. The thought of what I saw that day, one day coming home, being my sister's life, being Mara's life, being reaching wand, that thought is much more terrifying to me than what I might do.
and the oppression, the corruption, in which you are now complicit as a member of their chain of command. Wanted to say I was sorry about your arm.
You don't have to. I am. I seem to have fooled a great many people, but I've never been a particularly good person.
No, I'm not.
And
We've been friends long enough that I knew.
I don't like it either. But I don't see. Maybe my vision is too narrow, but I didn't see another way.
Well, thanks for at least having the humility to admit that.
I'm many things not aware of what I am is not one of them.
I'll look into that page.
Thank you.
See what I can find.
Mm.
I'm uncomfortable. I'm sorry. I have to say that.
Uncomfy.
I'm uncomfortable. Mhm.
So good.
Makes me so happy as a storyteller. It was very uncomfortable. It was also fast.
No, it needed to be done.
Wow.
And actually, I hope that you tell me what he said.
So it's like I would like to drop like a pin in this, and so that in a year you say, remember that conversation we had?
I was really waiting for, have you told Mara about this?
Yeah.
He's Arlis. I know he
Well,
Not all
Mm.
that.
not that.
He hasn't told you that? What?
Well,
What is that?
Well,
Specifically.
you know he had
Define your
some
terms.
contact at least
Yes.
there, too.
he never said if I bathe myself in
That's what
I'll
she would
be
say.
okay
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah.
That was the line
Yeah.
that made me
That's fair,
say,
yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, right.
What was that, Brian?
He skipped over that.
He skipped over that particular detail.
He
It's in
did
the
skip over
appendix.
that.
I guess you didn't read the Silmarillion.
I did read part of it.